And as one, I keep it moist with another video. I thought on this one I'll share an old jail story from my Goulburn days when I was Aussie delegate of Goulburn and still a gang leader in FLC. So long ago, before FLC turned on the rebels, and when I ordered my boys and a couple of like the other leaders too, we turned on the rebels, flogged them, kicked out of the yard, and that's also why Finks now go to Goulburn and rebels no longer, because when we bashed them and kicked him out of the yard, and their senior member fucking let us get charged and let the cops take photos of his injuries, which, what a crim. But anywho, I digress. Back when FLC and rebels were aligned, there was this old rebel, it was sort of decent, used to import the guns, whatever. He got he used to work in Goulburn, and like me, Sprogza and that, we never got to work there because they knew who we were. But like, you know, he's just an old man. Just because he's a bikie, they still let him work. Like, bikies are only scary to civilians, you know, they're not scary in jail. No one gives a shit if you know how to ride a tricycle with training wheels. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, this kid, I didn't mind the kid, you know, this ragnarock used to always write dog on the rebels. I think maybe you could see in the future, I don't know, but yeah. And so he comes to me, the old fella, and goes, we're aligned, this, that, 1, 2, 3. He keeps putting me on the dog, and you know, dogs aren't allowed in Goulburn, and that what's it called, do something, this, that. He's asking me if I could do something about it, and I said yeah. And me, like when I was leading like my gang, and same as when I'm delegate, I don't send the young boys in to do the dirty work. Like, I'm not that type of leader. I'll do something and have someone stand by me, or I'd rather do my own shit, you know what I mean? Even though the other older boys is like, mate, you've done your years, you've shed your blood, but that's just not me, you know. I'll still be on the front line, you know. FLC, brah. Frontline crims, brah. Anyways, this poor Red's fucking eating his noodles, and I fucking hook him. Poor cunt does a semi-cartwheel out of the chair and just looks, oh, what's that for? 1, 2, 3. And then a few days later, we're like, fuck, he didn't even fight back, you know what I mean? Like, it's fuck, now you look weak, and cunts are gonna target you, kick you out of the yard. And I like this kid, and I'm telling him, mate, you're gonna have to get in the shower block and fight me, like. And so the other older boys, you're gonna have to go, like, you look weak. They say he's not a fighter, this, that, but he did glove up, and he came in there, and I remember him looking in my eyes. He goes, why are you smiling? You know what I mean? Just, that was our thing. I spent my whole life in jail. Like, everyone loves the dust. So we went for a few rounds, bang, bang, and poor cunt, he never fought in the shower block. He's slipping all over the place, and I'm doing my quarter steps. I never slip. I'm punching him up. Round 1, drop him. Round 2, drop him. You know, if you see, round 3, and this one, I sunk him straight right, boom, on the chin. He's bent down and came over the top with the elbow, ripped the whole back of his head open. The boys are like, oh, round 4, you know, everyone's had a few zaddies, this, that. Like, it's a joy to watch in jail. Having a blue, or fucking being in a blue, you know, we got nothing, and it's something we enjoy to see, and being, and whatever. And then my mate Sprogza, he goes, come on, Red, round 4, get in there. He's like, okay, look, and then looks at his head's ripped open, and then poor Jesse just starts fucking gyrating, go get stitches, just say you walked into the fucking chin up bar. The bloke's the funniest bloke. He'll stare back to back, stab a cut to death, bash a cut to death. He don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? But Zane out, sees a split, and he's fucking gyrating. You know what I mean? But anywho, yeah, and the Soldier Red, like, did not go get stitches, did not bail, this, that. He earned his place in the yard. But for days, like, it needed stitches. Like, if he bumped it, his hair had scratched it, the fucking wound would just reopen and he'd have blood just pouring down the back of his neck. Yeah, it's a bit... That's just an old jail story. Hope you like, and stay tuned for the news report. This just in. Breaking news. This just in. Far left doctors are now giving blood to any patient, no matter the type, as they identify as that type being the type for them. We haven't been able to get word of people receiving this blood transfusion, but the doctors assure us that they're identifying them as still living. Also, another report, HIV positive people identifying as not having AIDS are sleeping with everyone. I'm sure this will not release an outbreak. And that's the news.
What happened here?
Surtur sacrificed himself for Ragnarok.
Perhaps he was able to find peace after all. I always felt sorry for him and Sinmara.
She's still alive, if you wish to speak to her.
I was in Niflheim briefly. A weeping emanates from the realm. I think she's grieving. And may grieve for a long while yet.